Okay, so what's up you guys, and welcome to another video. What you guys just saw was typically what I used to eat in a day when I was, still really disciplined with my training and my food. But since quarantine happened, gyms closing down, me not having much personal equipment at home, I really slipped. I really slipped. Like you'll see here, I'll give you guys a quick physique update. This is what I'm looking like now, and yeah, a lot of work to be done moving forward, and obviously a lot of progress lost, and that's the thing, I have nobody to blame but myself for that, because I could have done a lot of things differently. I could have kept eating well, for one. I could have kept working out, even with bodyweight exercises. It would have made a world of difference to stop me from losing as much muscle mass as I did. Today we're just going to be talking about what I'm planning to do, how I'm going to go about my rebuild process for the coming weeks and days. I used to wake up at around 8 or 8:30 in the morning, and then I would have breakfast. Every day I'd have the same thing. Protein shake, so that's whey plus some oatmeal and then some eggs. Sometimes I have bread like what you saw earlier, but that's really just preference. And then after that I would normally get a workout at the gym. Today what I'm going to be doing is I gotta go walk my dog, and then I will be working out downstairs with my bench and dumbbells, and I'll take you through a quick bench and dumbbell back workout. So yeah, and because of COVID, I had to wear face mask and face shield. Can you still hear me? And a face shield for when I go walk the dogs. So yeah, there's that. Come on, sit. Good boy. Hey, look at me. Wait. Sit. Good boy. Wait. Wait. Okay, come on. Alright, so just finished walking Sky. It was pretty wet outside, so I don't walk for such a long time because dirt sticks to your skin. And so now I'll take you through a back and bicep workout with just an adjustable bench and some dumbbells. And I have the type of dumbbells that you have to, screw on, screw off, add weights and whatnot. So it's a bit more tedious, and it's one of the reasons I think why I wasn't able to continue my normal routine, because I got too used to having all the equipment readily available at the gym. It was lazy. I was just lazy. The reality of things is that you're not always going to be motivated, and that's why discipline plays a bigger role. So it's most definitely should be discipline over motivation, especially when it comes to fitness, because most of the time, well, for me personally, I was most motivated when I was prepping for bodycon and when I was just starting out. Because when I was starting out, I saw so much results. I saw all those beginner gains, newbie gains, whatever you want to call it. And then when I was prepping for bodycon, coming from that really, really long bulking phase and cutting down and getting into that shredded physique, that happening in front of me was like really motivating. But when it's off season and when you have nothing to prep for, when you've been doing it for quite a while, that's when discipline plays a bigger role, and you have to make sure that you stay disciplined, push through, even though the motivation isn't always there. So yeah, let's get into the back and bicep workout. Now's a good time for me to really get into the meat of this video and what I wanted to talk about today. So the whole topic is about losing muscle during the pandemic, and it's really more of what happened to me. And if any of you, can relate, then great. I hope there's something that I can teach you guys. So let's get started. Well, first of all, I'm having some bangus and laing for lunch / post-workout meal, third meal of the day. Some bangus, whitefish, and some laing and rice. It's pretty basic, really trying to get back into the groove of things. But so to begin, I guess we can talk about my routine before the pandemic hit. So before the pandemic hit, around January, February, I was bulking. Actually, I was bulking and preparing for BodyCon 4 because I'm currently the BodyCon Fitspiration youth. So I have to go back there, get on stage again, and then be shredded and be competition ready. I mean, I don't want to get up there and look horrible in front of all the amazing other competitors. So yeah, there was that. I was eating about 3,200 calories a day, and I was hitting the gym maybe 4 to 5 times per week. I was doing a push, pull, and leg split with the day dedicated for mobility and abs. So that's what I was doing. And then when the pandemic hit, and then everybody was forced into quarantine here in the Philippines, and gyms were closing. When I was at home for the first few weeks, I did exercise a little bit. Obviously, mostly body weight and some dumbbell exercises. That's all I had at home. I do have a pull-up bar in the back, and I use that as well. I exercise maybe 2 to 3 times a week, just in my room. I decided to cut my calories. I went down to around 2,400 because I wasn't exercising as much, so my body didn't need as much energy to be on such a big caloric surplus at 3,200. So I went down to 2,400, tried to hit that as my maintenance, and that was also difficult for me because maybe a month or two into quarantine, a lot of us realized that it was going to be a lot longer before things were going to go back to normal. Even today, it's still not back to normal. I mean, gyms are open again, and I think the cases are a lot less than what they used to be. But of course, personally, my family and I are still very worried about me going out, or anybody in the house for that matter, going out and doing grocery shopping or going to the gym. So I haven't been back in the gym. So yeah, I started to get lazy with working out at home. I stopped. I had a difficult time tracking my food because I wasn't able to go out to get groceries anymore. I couldn't do my normal shopping. I didn't get my meals, my proteins that I normally would have. And I wasn't able to cook for myself anymore. I pretty much ate whatever was served at home, whether it was my dad or me who was cooking for the family. I ate whatever it was, and it wasn't always necessarily protein packed nor healthy. And we fell prey to a lot of takeout. I mean, Food Panda and Grab Food, man, those destroyed me. I've been having so much fast food. It's almost disgusting. Like, I don't even know who I am anymore. Online grocery is something that we resorted to, but that was difficult as well because it was kind of hard to shop on your screen, and you could only get so much at a time. So I wasn't also able to go and pick the meat that I wanted, or to have them portion it out. And I usually have my food portioned out into 500-gram bags, so that's my protein for the day. But I wasn't able to do that, and I really did slip, and it was tough for me. But here I am today. I'm going to be documenting my journey moving forward. I'm going to be, showing you guys my rebuild process in a sense, because you can hear my dog howling for me. Yeah. So yeah, again, I'm going back to, I'm trying to go back into healthy eating and, a healthy lifestyle, which I genuinely was in love with. Before, I still am in love with it. I'm still in love with learning about exercise, about nutrition, about diet, and all that stuff. But I have to get back into implementing it again. So yeah, I'm going to be creating a new rebuild structure given my situation at home, and that'll be part of my next video next week, which is going to be my home gym setup and my rebuild plan, meaning my workout split, my cycle, how many weeks it's going to be, how it's going to go, my progressions, and my diet, how I'm going to tackle my diet at home. And my equipment is actually arriving next week. I did order a squat rack. I got an Olympic bar, a bench, and some weights, of course. So I'm going to be getting back into powerlifting as well. I guess most importantly now, it's really going to be back to habit forming and focusing again, because it's really discipline over motivation. It's not every day you're going to wake up feeling motivated, like I said earlier. It's going to have to be discipline. Discipline is what drives your progress forward. The disrespect. Anyway, yeah. So it's really discipline over motivation, and so stay tuned for next week. I'll be going over my diet, my nutrition, my exercise plan, and my home gym setup. That's for next week. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, please do drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have anything to say. And I hope you stick around. I hope there's something that I can teach you guys.